is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come.
Who do you think you are? Running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts, and tearing love apart. You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul. So don't come back for me. Who do you think you are? I hear you're asking all around if I am anywhere to be found.
As we know, the spread of the COVID-19 epidemic has caused the government to decide to close all institutions for face-to-face learning. This issue has become a hot issue at this point. It has affected not only the students themselves but also affect some other parties such as teachers, lecturers and parents. So me and my group members will discuss more about this issue. Okay. Online learning began to be used in line with the development of the internet. The term online learning is often associated with terms such as e-learning, distance learning like a PJJ. Online learning is similar to regular learning that involve communication between student and teacher. But what the difference it is, they're not face to face but made through virtual space. Assessment and monitoring by the teaching staff is also done as a normal learning. Follow the spread of the current COVID-19 pandemic, online learning is now expanding and mostly from the Institute of the Higher Education to the Skill Training Institute until the end of the 2020. However, there are some challenges in applying this online learning, whether parent, teacher and student. Since COVID-19 is entering our country, the government has ordered schools to be closed to stop COVID-19 from spreading. Face-to-face learning should be not doing. So as a teacher, what is your initiative to teach the student?
First, before I answer your question, let me introduce myself. My name is Yawan Abdul Hakim Ichawan Masyahid and I am 25 years old and I'm as a teacher at Sekolah Kebangsaan Papua. The school is at Terengganu. As we know, our government has been announced to close the school like other countries because the COVID-19. But learning process must be continued. Me as a teacher has been to use another method because we can do the learning process is face to face. This is because we don't want our students to get at the long term cannot get the knowledge and they don't do anything that can be helpful at home. So we decide to do the online class. Me as a teacher will provide the apps like to students that students can download in their laptop or handphone, something like that, and like apps Zoom meeting and Google Meet or WebEx. But I more prefer to Google Meet because Google Meet is more easy and not complicated as what apps and other apps like Zoom or WebEx. So I can teach my students only from online, not face to face. This I think this can provide the spreading of the COVID-19 in our society, and for me this can be a new thing for me as a teacher and for student, the method of our study. So we can this method I think is the best way in this term because the COVID-19?
Thank you, sir, for your response. For me, the method that you do is very good because no matter what happen, you are still eager to teach your student. This method also can avoid COVID-19 from spreading. So I hope after this learning process can be done as usual as we do before COVID-19. So my next question is, with this online learning, are you as a teacher having problem running online class in terms of internet access and response from students?
For this question, I think that problem with online class, I think I don't have any big issue that I have. In terms of internet access, maybe I had a problem because I teach, my school is at rural areas, so as we know, at rural areas, the internet access can be unstable. So my student sometimes cannot enter my class. Sometimes me as a teacher cannot provide the class from my house. So that's my trouble because the internet access can be unstable, especially when it rains. I think it's so heavy for me to be in this way because the online yes, I admit online class is more easy to what we call to do because the time is flexible, but we need the strong and the stable internet to use so we can provide the online class. So for the response from my student, I think my student is happy with the online class because the time is flexible. If I say I want to start the class from like say I want to start the class for 8 a.m. and they say they want to evening, I can provide it for evening because this time is more flexible because I have that class from my house. Okay, I think that's all for your second question. That is my answer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That's all from me and my respondent. Now we move to another interviewer.
Let's go ask the public citizen about online class during pandemic COVID-19.
Assalamualaikum, Dek. Can I ask you some question?
Yeah, can I take your time and I want ask you some question about online class?
Yeah, of course.
Alright. Firstly, my name is Muhammad Syazwan bin Ramlan. I am UMT student.
Okay.
Are you student or worker?
I am student.
Where you study?
I study at University Tun Hussein on Malaysia, UTHM.
Alright, thank you. Especially, I have two questions. Want ask you about online class. First question is, does in online class make you easy or not?
Yeah, for me the online class is very difficult because the lecturer give a lot of assignment and the classes is very packed compare the face-to-face class. That's all.
Alright, thank you. The second question, in your opinion, what is the challenge for you to face the online class?
Okay, for me the challenge is the poor connection. As you know, the signal for every single area is not same. Okay, secondly, the environment at home. The environment is not same and not same with the class. That not give me a spirit to study. Okay, the lastly is the not focus because at home we have many things to do and that's all.
That's all. Okay, seriously, I want to say thanks for your time. Alright, thank you. See you again.
Alright, firstly, online learning challenge for student is access to internet facilities. Software programming and internet connection the most important aspect of the online class. Students need to use the latest software to access their online program or additionally to upgrade to high-speed internet. This makes it difficult for students who are unable to learn effectively due to the lack of the internet access facilities with those who can afford all the high-speed software and the internet. Right. Secondly, online class challenge for student is learning environment that is not conducive to learning. For the student who cannot afford it will have a problem during homework from home. This problem always occurs everywhere. Near place and there are not suitable facilities like a table and chair for study at home. Thirdly, challenge for students during the online class is learning not concentrate or not focus. Online learning also does not discipline student and careless because learning according to be appropriateness of their time. Next, the instructor will not know what the ability of this student because they are not face to face and discuss individual. Communication is also ineffective during online presentation as internet speed may not be as satisfactory. Alright. Lastly, in my opinion, more time in front of the computer screen is one of the disadvantages of an online class because it's the number of the hours you need to spend in front of the computer to study. This can cause head problem in the visual or physical as a muscle like eyes problem. So, a good idea is that all distance learning platform using good posture, manual and contact time for head problem that may have been taken into account.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Tengku Amirul Syafiq bin Tengku Zaidi. Okay, today I will interview a sister who has a brother who has to go through the online learning. Okay, Fatih. For the first question, online class are very difficult compared with regular learning. You as a sister, when you see your brother get through this situation, do you think he will be able to understand what he learned? What are the challenge? What is the challenge you think your brother can get from the online learning?
The third is understanding the course or subject. As the staff or my brother still adapt with the online distance learning and stuff. Sometimes the certain subject is hard and difficult for him to understand clearly. And online classes or video conference also not help that much because they prefer to learn in class, not virtually through. Hence, it leads my brother to feel demotivated.
For question number 2, what is your role and support as a sibling for your brother to get through the online distance learning?
I should ensure that my brother get a suitable ambience and environment in our house, since we need him to focus while having online classes. Hence, I should avoid necessary noises or setting out in a designated area for them while having class without disturbance. Next, I will enforcing routine or structure so that they would treat the online distance learning same as the normal class and can manage time as well.
Okay. Apart from that, you can also provide study equipment as if in the classroom, so that the disruption is not too lost when we learn. Okay, for the conclusion that can be included for the interview is online learning is very difficult, but there are its own advantage. It all depends on their student to do their best.